All right, guys, welcome back. And as you can see, we are getting right into it. MKxl sticking with her Ravens and Mingled Jester going with Dragon Naginata, as we've seen him do a few times before. Now, Mingled Jester has quickly made a name for himself here in Season 2. I mean, this guy has taken out some of the best players around and just really just putting on an entertaining performance. You see now that he just plays such a fast-paced play style. And you're just looking at MKxl's life just melt away. Mingled Jester taking round number 1 in a lightning fashion.
Yeah, it kind of seems that MKxl, I don't know if she's like unfamiliar with the Dragon Naginata pick, but she's just getting tagged with the pogo stick. You know, that's the overhead as well. So hopefully she can adjust to that as the match goes on.
And now MKxl's game plan needs to be to control that air. She lets Mingled Jester just run all over her and jump all over the place. She's not going to be able to get anything started, especially as Ravenous, which really forces your opponent to be on the ground. But now MKxl, beautiful neutral jump punch, really couldn't finish a follow-up. This is what we're talking about. Those pounces are going to add up a lot.
Yeah. And what a great decision right there by MKxl to put Tanya back into the corner. But the unfortunate thing is Tanya does have to teleport. She can get out whenever she wants to, so that's not a big deal for her. Oh no, it puts herself into the corner right there. And again, man, with the instant overhead pogo stick, you have to be careful when pressing buttons against Dragon Naginata. Tanya, it's going to be bad for you.
MKxl just getting a little bit more impatient, throwing out that ball roll. Mingled Jester smart enough to scout it out. And just going for these little hits of damage. We've seen Dragon Naginata is pretty much known for going for the little hits, the 18%, the 15%. And when she hits you, it actually manages to hurt. Oh, and the armor breaking. Just trying to chip her out so close. And the down 2 goes for the easy punish there. Mingled Jester going up game number 1 against MKxl. MKxl started showing some serious signs of adaptation going into round number 3, but a few, a little bit, just too many signs of impatience. That was really her downfall there in game number 1. She was playing really well, had Mingled Jester in all of those pound setups, but at the same time, she made one mistake. Mingled Jester had a chance to just get that crazy momentum going, and then at that point, it was just too much to stop.
I agree. Totally agree. But see, she can try to adjust, be a little bit more patient in this game, and possibly might be in her benefit.
And here we go, Mingled Jester starting things off just like in round number 1 of the first game, getting some beautiful damage, going for the hard knockdown, a little bit less damage, but instead keeping it setup based. MKxl trying to throw some daggers, just trying to keep Mingled Jester away at this point. There we go, beautiful 16% off of that pounce. I like what she's doing. She's doing the same thing that really seemed to help her get a name for herself in the previous week. She's going for more of a defensive style with the daggers and going for the pounces when they get close. But Mingled Jester is just too smart. His defense has been really on point this set.
Yeah, another good pounce right there by MKxl, rolling away. Get overhead pounce right there.
So now MKxl finally getting something going there, just keeping Mingled Jester on the ground. This is exactly what she wanted to do. Doesn't block the low drill. Beautiful reversal grab. MKxl on the verge of closing out this set, but misses the timing on the meaty telekick. And the trade. Luna, please.
Right, I'm noticing exactly what you're saying. Like, MKxl is playing a lot better when she plays a defensive style. It's working out to her benefit.
Wow, and these down 2s from all over the place. MKxl, EX ball roll, you know what? She got what she wanted out of that. She just doesn't want anything to do with Mingled Jester's pressure. So she's going to do what she can to make sure that it's always her turn. Beautiful blocks there. The down 1 afterwards, the down 2 follow-up. Very nice by Mingled Jester. Scouting out the ball roll, but no punish.
Oh, got through, used both meters. But yeah, Mingled Jester did have the break right there. It's coming down to the wire right here. Let's see how this vlog going to play out. Mingled Jester getting in for teleport.
Oh,
watch my MKxl, but they get
not like this.
Oh, that's unfortunate. One more hit.
No way. The telekick, that was beautiful by MKxl. Just throwing it out there, hoping that Mingled Jester was going to be in the air. That was a beautiful read by MKxl.
matches should be winning with randomness. It's like just a bunch of random stuff that's just working right now.
I say it all the time. One of the best things to have in this game is a play style revolved around, I call it calculated craziness.
Oh,
and that's really madness. I agree. You know, she had the read there, was really hoping that Mingled Jester would be in the air, as most of the time throughout the matches, Jester is in the air. So McKxl threw out that EX telekick in hopes to meet him in the air, and clearly worked out in McKxl's favor. So now it's even have Mingled Jester kind of looking more towards Kogu, but he's going to stick with Dragon Naginata. I think it's a smart choice. You know, first match was very dominant as far as Mingled Jester is concerned. Second match, not so much, but not really enough for him to consider switching characters, in my opinion. So now going into game number 3. And let's see, we're seeing McKxl slowly starting to adapt, finally getting a beautiful full damage combo of her own into nice setup. Beautiful 4-1 stagger to the grab too. McKxl starting to look much more confident. And now she has a very strong life lead, so you can expect her to kind of just sit back. The Jester not really wasn't really believing in that jump punch there.
Again, just a lot of random stuff going on right now. McKxl going for the telekick. I don't know. Nice blocks right there on the overhead.
Now, Mingled Jester's not out of this just yet. At the very least, going to get McKxl off of the meter. That's a moral victory with itself, but he's not done yet. This is going to be some juicy damage. Goes for the setup instead. Is this going to kill? He is going to spend the ball.
It is.
That was an insane comeback by Jester.
Wait, Big D. Big D. I don't know if you just read the message from the admins in the background. Listen, the king, the god, SonicFox is out of the tournament after getting 3-0 by Emperor Nyx Goro.
That can't be right.
I don't know if I'm in like, I don't know if I'm in like
right. We're reading that
alternate dimension or whatever, but listen, that is insane, dude.
Right, going back into this, McKxl getting some damage of her own, trying to get into the third round here. The Jester is just, those instant air overheads are eating McKxl alive. It's really the main source of Jester's damage.
That's crazy. Solid down 2 right there by McKxl though. But again, man, every time McKxl gets something started, Jester is right there with another option. But McKxl was able to pull it off with the telekick.
Wow, that was beautiful by McKxl. McKxl's really been pulling out these clutch moments. I'm very impressed. But Jester, we've seen it in his gameplay that it's very hard for him to become rattled. He always seems to be relatively composed, even in very close life situations.
Let's catch with the ball roll right there. Here combo continuation, but the damage going to end by 25%. Good stuff. McKxl has to fight back. She's on a life deficit right now.
Another beautiful 17% by Jester. This match is really important. This is going to put whoever wins into a 2-1 lead situation. Oh, and just misses the pounce there and just going to go for the chip damage. He's going to feel low instead. Very smart.
That was smart.
That was really smart. That was the first time he's done it all set. No doubt that McKxl was not ready to block that.
There is a new king.
But that is 100% a correct update. SonicFox is actually eliminated early on by Emperor Nyx Goro. That's going to be interesting as the rest of the night progresses with as far as points go, because he was sitting up pretty high up top, close to YungMonster and Tweedy. But if YungMonster and Tweedy do well this week, they're going to advance over him in points. That's a huge deal.
It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. I mean, who would have thought that? You know, I mean, no offense to, you know, Nyx or whatever, but I mean, come on, it's SonicFox, you know?
Yeah, I mean, either way, if SonicFox gets eliminated, obviously it's an upset, no matter, you know, who is going up. But Emperor Nyx is definitely no stranger. He's been one of the most dominant Goro players in the scene and a very underrated player, in my personal opinion. But here we go, Mingled Jester trying to even out a life lead. McKxl doing much better, just staying as far away, but getting that easy down 2 punish. Mingled Jester going for the little bits of damage as we were talking about before, which is really how he's been doing so well in the set. But McKxl just dropping the combo. Don't let Jester get anything started. No, not like this, not again.
God, that is so unfortunate, and that's going to be it. Now, I'm looking at the match, and MaryLuna's missing a couple punishes. I mean, a lot of whip down tools coming out from Mingled Jester, and MaryLuna's just not getting the punish. The optimal punish that she
It
needs.
goes right back to what we were talking about before. Jester is so good in these clutch moments. He just really seems to keep his nerves under control. Oh, gets opened up by the EX roll. MaryLuna getting Jester off of his meter. But now these overheads, MaryLuna just has not been able to block them.
It just really seems like that's been the issue right now. Just the overheads are just tagging her over and over again.
And this is just looking to be completely one-sided here. And Jester gonna take it over MaryLuna 3-1. Jester playing absolutely out of his mind in that last game.